The ongoing global microchip shortage has caused problems with the automotive industry all year. Not only have automakers struggled to up their orders for components following COVID-19, as chip fabrication specialists struggle to keep up with the surge in demand for computer components. And because electric vehicles tend to use a lot of microprocessors in them, for example, everything from the battery management system through to the in-car navigation and over-the-air update systems need them, we've already seen plenty of plug-ins get delayed by chip shortages. The latest victim, the Volkswagen ID.4, or rather, the Canadian launch of the ID.4. According to a note sent to ID.4 customers in Canada through the Volkswagen ID Insider program, semiconductor shortages have led to Volkswagen North America pushing back the ID.4's Canadian debut to late fall this year, back from this summer. It's not a big delay, thankfully, but for those wanting to get their hands on the ID.4, it's sure not going to be an easy wait. Here's hoping that the launch isn't pushed back further, because that would really suck. While you might assume that your car was built in a factory owned by the company whose logo it carries, it's common, particularly for small volume cars, to be produced at independent facilities, either to avoid setting up a dedicated line or for capacity reasons. And as the transition from prototype to production is one of the biggest challenges for EV startups, some, like Fisker, skip the hassle of building factories, instead using independent factories to build their vehicles. But some startups do a bit of both. Lightyear has signed a memorandum of understanding with Finnish manufacturing specialist Valmet to mass-produce the Lightyear 1. While the first 100 cars will be built by Lightyear itself, the MOU charges Valmet with making up to 100,000 more. These days, it's better known for producing a variety of Mercedes vehicles, but Valmet started off producing Saabs and has substantial experience in producing more prosaic vehicles, having built a number of mid-80s Talbots and Ladas. However, in recent years, it's switched to making cleaner transport, making think and calmer vehicles. So this won't be its first EV. Connectivity is a big selling point of modern cars, and Tesla has long been an industry leader, offering a fantastic suite of connected services. But one hazard consumers face when buying vehicles at the bleeding edge of technology is that said technology can sometimes become obsolete. That's an issue facing owners of many vehicles that rely on 3G wireless standards, which is being phased out by telecom companies. We reported not long ago that owners of early model year BMW i3 cars were losing access to features like remote preconditioning and vehicle monitoring as the networks the cars rely on cease to exist. Now owners of early Teslas are facing the same prospect, but unlike BMW, Tesla is offering a solution in the form of an upgrade path for its car's 3G modems. For $200, Tesla will replace their modem in your car with a newer LTE model. It's something we've seen from a few other automakers as well, but the price from Tesla is extremely reasonable. It's nice to see, and well worth the money. Following in the tyre tracks of its boxier sibling, the XC40 Recharge, Volvo's all-electric C40 Recharge has received official pricing for the US market. Technically, it's still a crossover, but it's got a far more hatchback-esque line than the XC40 Recharge that it shares most of its underpinnings with, and has a similar styling as the Ford Mustang Mach-E and Tesla Model Y. And for a total of $59,845 US, you can get one, which, come to think of it, puts it on sale at a similar price point too to those other two vehicles. Unlike the XC40 Recharge, which has two trim levels, the C40 Recharge is only available with a single trim level, Ultimate. It'll get a panoramic moonroof, premium audio system, and 360-degree cameras, plus a whole lot more. Customers will also get 250 kilowatt-hours of free charging with the Electrify America network, but you will have to use that within the first 3 years of ownership. The downside? A not very impressive 250 miles, 337 kilometers of range. But then most Volvo customers don't buy a Volvo for their fuel efficiency. Mercedes-Benz is pushing to go fully electric in the near future, but this week it also unveiled its new plug-in hybrid S-Class sedan. Called the S580e, this plug-in S-Class is available in either long or short wheelbase format and has a starting price in Europe of an eye-watering €123,736. But what marks this apart from other plug-in hybrids, other than that price, is the 100km, 60-mile WLTP range the S580e offers, as well as an 11kW onboard three-phase charger in Europe and the ability to charge at up to 60 kilowatts from a DC quick charge station. This means that it can recharge its moderately sized battery pack in around 30 minutes. At this point, you may be questioning why not a Tesla Model S Plaid, and I'd agree. But in Germany, with those autobahns offering high-speed travel, executives who want to be driven but don't want to wait to charge might pick the long wheelbase version of this instead of the regular S-Class. And a plug-in hybrid is better than a regular ICE engine. Lucid Motors is due to launch its first car, the high-end Lucid Air sedan, later this year, after pushing back the planned launch from earlier this. And in Arizona, where Lucid's first production facility is, staff are working flat out to try and make that happen. But while the company has yet to deliver any vehicles, it's still eyeing expansion, with the company planning to begin deliveries in Germany next year, with other European countries to follow. Lucid has already toyed with the idea of establishing factories in Europe and the Middle East as it expands its customer base, but for now, any Lucid Airs destined for Europe will come from its Casa Grande facility in Arizona. This will include not only the launch edition Lucid Air Dream Edition and Grand Touring, but also the Lucid Air Tour, and eventually the Lucid Gravity E, the company's answer to the Tesla Model X, which, just as the Tesla Model X is based on the Tesla Model S platform, will be based on the same platform underpinning the Lucid Air. The only European countries not due to get the Lucid Air next year? Right-hand drive markets. As always, customers in Ireland and the UK will have a longer wait. A European solar EV startup company, SonoMotors, has been working to bring its Sion electric car to market for a number of years. And while we've got to the point where we're wondering if it will actually ever launch, it has announced some interesting news this week. It's chosen Cybros, a tech company specializing in connected software and over-the-air update systems, to manage its telematics system and over-the-air updates. Based in Silicon Valley, Cybros' deep connected platform is capable of integrating over-the-air software updates and diagnostics into one vertically integrated software stack. This, it says, increases safety in the age of connected everything. Getting over-the-air software updates and remote telematics is becoming a must-have for all EVs, and in signing this deal, SonoMotors ensure it too gets the functionality of OTA without having to spend millions of dollars in-house to develop its own. Sono says the Sion will begin deliveries in 2023 in Austria, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden and Norway, but given it's only just made this announcement, likely still has a lot of engineering ahead of it.